What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing another easy shiny hunting exploit location for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's Indigo Disc DLC. In today's video, we have a lot of fantastic Pokemon, and the star of the show for me today is going to be shiny Alolan Vulpix. And we're going to be doing this shiny hunt in the polar area of the map, and we're going to be just going south of the Polar Plaza. And you want to get right up to here where you start seeing the brown parts of the map. Over here is where you're going to know you're in the right location. And we're actually going to be going into this cave up here. Now, I did feature this cave in my shiny starter exploit video that I posted yesterday, but there was plenty of other things we can hunt. So you know, one, you're in the right cave, you see this Matang. So definitely knock out this Matang first thing, and then we can start doing this shiny hunt. But look at this. There is a lot of different cool Pokemon species that you can already hunt in this cave, and we're going to be doing them all. All right, now that we defeated the Matang, I'm going to go into the cave and actually set up a picnic in the middle of the cave. Now, I am in Pokemon Scarlet, so I do get Alolan Vulpix. If you are in Pokemon Violet, you'll be seeing Alolan Sandshrews. Both of them are going to be Ice-type Pokemon, so you can do the hunt here as well. So, one, before we actually set up our sandwich, I'll always recommend that you save your game. You do this because what if you don't get the shiny? So you just like roll back time. It's like, okay, I didn't waste my sandwich. So always make sure you save your game before doing a sandwich. So now we're going to be going for an Ice-type sandwich here. And we have a great cheat code on the screen here. So we're going to be using one cloth stick. One cloth stick is all you actually need. One salty herb mystica, and then you have the option between a spicy or a sour. Up to you. I'm going to pop a sour. If you don't have herb mystica, you can just use a level 3 encounter sandwich. However, we do want to boost that shiny rate as well to make the hunt as easy as possible. And there we have it, sparkling tidal encounter power level 3 for ice type Pokemon, and we're ready to begin this shiny hunt. So I'm just going to get onto my ride Pokemon real quick here, because if we are in the cave, the spawns are actually not going to come up a lot. And we can't really reset in the cave. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk out of the cave and leave a little bit. And then we're going to go back into the cave, but not walk too deep into it. Be a little bit gentle. And we're going to sit over here. And there are cluster spawns of these Vulpix. And you can get up to 15 spawns of these Vulpix, which is really nice. Now, a shiny Vulpix is going to be much more purplish than these guys. So if you like look at their ears, you can see like they're light blue. They're looking for like a dark blue purple hue to it. And you know, to reset the spawns, all you gotta do is, you know, knock out any Vulpix that get in your way from the exiting, run back out, and then run back in, and just once again hang out by the entrance here, wait for them to spawn in. If they don't spawn in quickly, you could go a little bit to the right as well, but you should be able to get your 15 spawns pretty relatively quickly. And if they just completely stop spawning, then I'll just recommend leaving the room and then just coming back in again. And you're going to keep doing this until you eventually get your shiny living dex of the Alolan Vulpix. And it took us about 14 minutes, but there we go. Our shiny Alolan Vulpix is right here in front of us. It is sort of easy to tell, but you do want to pay attention for sure. It's not as blue everywhere else, and it has that purple hues to it compared to the other ones in here. And you're going to need to get 2 of these if you want to get the Living Shiny family. And I got to say that Alolan Ninetales is a phenomenal Pokemon from VGC, so definitely recommend getting one of these, and a pretty solid raid Pokemon as well. This Pokemon evolves by using an Ice Stone, so keep that in mind too. Now let's move on to our next shiny hunt. And for our next shiny hunt, we're going to be doing Torchic. Now, to unlock Torchic, you will need to unlock the starters for the polar region. And this is actually the only cave that Torchic spawns in, but luckily for us, this cave is great to shiny hunt in. So we're going to do the same exact thing with a fire-type sandwich, which I used 1 basil, 1 spicy, and 1 salty to create. And we're just going to go in here, and we're just going to wait for about 10 to 15 spawn in. And when you see, you know, not enough are spawning in, just feel free to leave the cave and keep on resetting. Now, shiny Torchic is pretty obvious. Instead of being orange, it's more yellow on the body. So it's going to be pretty bright and easy for you to see, so you won't be able to miss it. And this is going to be the absolute best spot to get the Living Shiny family for it. For our next shiny hunt, we're going to go for Duraludon with a Dragon-type sandwich. Now, I did feature a Duraludon spot earlier on the channel, but if you wanted to use this cave, this is going to be another decent spot for that. So once again, we're going to leave the cave, get the reset going, and then we're gonna go back into the cave, just hang out on the right over here, and you're gonna be getting a decent amount of Duraludon spawns. Now, they are a little bit slower to come in here, and you're not gonna be getting too many too fast, so you may prefer the other video location for this, but I did want to show off that you can get a shiny Duraludon in this cave if you would like to, but I think personally they're just a little bit too big to be a great shiny hunt. All right, and our next shiny hunt is gonna be Fairy. We did a tomato with 1 spicy and 1 salty, and we're gonna be able to shiny hunt for the Snubull line in the cave. So once again, we made the picnic in the cave, leave the cave again, run back out a little bit, and then we're gonna run right back into this cave, hang out to the right just a little bit, and you're gonna be getting Snubulls and Granbulls spawning. Now, Snubull shiny is incredibly good. I call it the Pennywise shiny. I think it's great. Granbull shiny is obvious too, but I don't think is as good, but you know, you do get your 15 spawns rather quick here, so I actually think this is going to be the best spot to hunt this Pokemon. Also, it's nice that you don't get any of the Milceries spawning up in here either, so that's another issue with this zone. So you can actually get a true isolate shiny hunt for the Snubull line here. And like I said, I recommend this. This is definitely a super easy hunt. Spawns are great, fast, and super dope shiny. And there we go. That didn't take too long, only 6 minutes to get our first shiny from this group. A lot better than the Torchic hunt I tried to do. Very obvious. Once again, not as good as what the shiny Snubull looks like, but hey, I'll take it. A shiny is a shiny after the end of the day, and we are hunting for that shiny living dex. So there we go, shiny Granbull, and let's move on to our next shiny hunt. For our next shiny hunt, we're going for the Rotom, and I'm using a ghost type sandwich. You can also use an electric type sandwich. I ended up using 1 red onion, 1 salty, and 1 spicy, or you can also use a sour too. And Rotoms are going to be popping up here on the left side once again. It's a pretty solid spot. There are better Rotom spots in the game if you want to check that out. Check out my ultimate shiny hunting guides for the base game. There's some really good town resets, but hey, if you want to do it here, it's actually pretty viable to do it here. The spawns are quite fast, and I actually do like how they're in a contained area, so it's going to be really easy for you to identify the shiny. So that is actually a huge boon of this particular location over the other ones. You just need to really pay attention for like the red outline on it and just ignore all the blue ones. This should be a relatively easy shiny hunt. And there we have it, guys. That is all the shiny hunts that you can do in this location in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's DLC, the Indigo Disc. I want to do a shout out for PokeFan who sent me the location in Discord. Really appreciate it. And of course, guys, if you like this type of content and enjoy these videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a good one.